Welcome to my purple couch, where power sits, truth speaks, and nothing is off limits. I'm your host. Not today. My name is Dr. Nabila Fash, and with me is Olayemi, Olamiju, a marketing expert. He will be our host for today, but unfortunately, he's not a PR person.
That makes me scared. What do you mean I'm not a PR person? Because, what's the difference between PR and marketing, so to speak?
The difference?
Yeah, there's not much different. When you're a marketing person, people say you're a PR person also.
You're not a PR person.
Wow.
So marketing, so let's just start with marketing is the aburu, the local version of PR.
Hey, local version, long.
So PR is the posh, side, and marketing is the noise maker. Like in football, in London we have the noisy neighbors, then we have like the posh ones. But don't call names because that's not why they're here. So guys, yes, Olayemi, I call him Yemi. He will be taking control of my set, but as a PR person, I'm always in control. So sometimes I might just take control from him if he's not doing a good job. So get ready to have a masterclass today. So Yemi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nabila. I feel very honored having this conversation with you because I think a few weeks ago we were on set on a particular project and it was more or less a master class every time we were not working. Even when we're working, at some point, I think I formally even requested, please, ma, come and mentor me because the kind of people we met on set, everybody had something to learn from you. So I'm sure this conversation is going to be insightful. I'm going to learn a lot, and everybody watching is going to learn a lot. So it's an honor to be doing this with you, Dr. Nabila. Let's dive straight into it. No time at all.
I'm
right?
ready.
When you were talking about PR and marketing, one of the first things you said was PR is posh and all of that. That brings me to something very serious that I've been thinking about. What's this thing with PR and pride? Like, every PR person I meet, there's just this way they position themselves that you just like, oh man, are we there or not? Are we there yet? What's that?
So I always say to people, PR is all about perception and connection. We don't make noise in PR, but we are the rebuilder. We are the fixer. The things you do not see is what we do. We don't like the spotlight, but we control the spotlight. Meanwhile, with marketing, you guys just make noise. I know, and I understand, with you, Yemi, you have the big budget, you do the big campaigns, but still, you still need PR.
Definitely.
Because definitely, and when you ask what's the difference, you're selling. I'm selling a narrative. I'm selling a story.
Yes.
I'm not even selling a story. I could not even add selling to my word. So with marketing is all about selling, right?
It is.
But with PR is creating a narrative. Is storytelling. Is perception.
Exactly.
Is making sure that you tell your story before someone else tells your story for you.
Exactly.
So that's the difference.
Exactly.
So the Beraga comes from there.
So lesson 101, before you be a PR person, you have to have a particular level of Iberaga. You know how they say that if the person selling Amala is not proud, then the Amala is not going to be
It's not nice.
So it comes with the job. But speaking about the job, what's your daily activity like as a PR person?
Oh my God. How do I even start? Because you've seen me on a daily working. So for me, I'm a fixer, I'm a strategist. I can also say I'm a therapist.
Bam.
A therapist that does not get a credit for being a therapist. So my daily life is a bit chaotic, trying to manage client expectations, building this narrative, making sure that campaigns and projects are well met, passing the right message. If I'm working, let's say I'm working with an athlete, I'm making sure that I'm not only working for the athlete, I'm working for the brand. So it's both ways. It's in the individual and their brand. Then with corporate is another different dance. With corporate, you have to make sure you're passing the right message and I work with global brands. Wow. So this is you working with global brands and trying to like interpret their message to the local market. Yeah. So believe me, every day is chaotic, but I love it. It's what I do, so I love it.
Every day is chaotic, yeah. But Dr. Nabila loves it either way. So like, what's that one thing that in a day that gives you joy that, when you do this, even while you're working, that joy syndrome that that, okay, I love this job. Something that happens and it makes you say, "Oh, I like this job."
When I get the credit alert. Okay,
that's important.
No, but I'm just joking. I think what gives me joy the most is when my client enters a room with their head held high because I have prepared that room for them before they walk in. And so being treated like a royalty because you are is what gives me the joy. Getting my yes gives me the joy. You know how it is when you're pitching and you just get like, I get into the office, open my computer and I check my emails and I see, oh, we want to do this. Oh my God, my day is made. But when you get the nose, it's like, bad day. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, in PR and marketing, for you to get to where you are today, let's just take it back a little bit. I'm sure there must have been yes and there must have been no. Do you want to share just a little bit experience in the early days? Maybe a yes you got that changed things, or a no you got and then made you really sad.
So for me, I don't take no as I don't take it to heart. Yeah, it hurts when you get no. And believe me, in this business, you get a lot of no's. Wow. Because before you can get one yes, you've gotten about 20 no's. That's what people do not understand. Because how do you convince a multinational brand to invest in a grassroots football in Kaduna that nobody knows?
Yeah.
How do you tell an athlete that I need you to represent this brand because it's going to be a win-win for you? So, the beginning was a bit crazy, but because, again, I always say to people, and this is where it comes down to loving what you do. Because when you get the no's and you love what you do, you will keep pushing because you know that you only need one breakthrough. And that breakthrough will announce you to the world. And guess what? Is perseverance, hard work, not giving up, consistency in this business is important. Yeah. Building a reputation for yourself, because people in PR do not even understand that as a PR executive or as a PR expert, consultant, whatever you want to call yourself, your integrity in the industry is what speaks for you, right? Your integrity, your boldness, your confidence, your loyalty.
Yes.
You need to be loyal. You need to know how to keep your mouth shut. Like, you need to, confidentiality. You and I did a project a few weeks ago, but we're here. We can't talk about it right now because the client hasn't launched it yet.
Yes.
So imagine people that just have running mouth. Like maybe they will just go before you know what's happening. It's dropped. And now you have to go into a crisis mode. So you must know how to have resilient. There's a lot that goes into it, and that's why I say to you that we are the posh side of the field, because with marketing you just want people to buy, so you don't even care how people feel. But with PR, I care about how people feel.
Yes.
So I manage. Do I even have to tell you that I manage emotions? I manage ego. So imagine working with someone that has ego, and you have to just be calm just to manage that person, because this is your client. And like we say, the customer is always right, no?
Always right. Like you said earlier that you are a therapist, and I'm sure that these are the part of the work job description of a therapist, like you do that already. But I'd like to go even a little bit deeper into your yes, because when you were talking now, you said you just need one big break. You might have a lot of no, but just one big yes can change everything. What was that big yes for you? What was that, work you did that just changed everything?
So, and this is what I'm going to say to you again. With PR, you make things happen. You're not in the spotlight, right? But you control. You are in the center. You command the center of the spotlight, because I'm telling that spotlight where you should go. I'm telling that spotlight where I want you to land. So you're really there. So for me, I can't even say to you now that this was the year everything changed because I had a full-time job and I was doing PR as a side hustle.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was doing big deals. Like you see, like one of the biggest endorsement deals in Nigeria was my job.
Wow.
But I could not even tell anyone. Only maybe the few people around me knew that was my job.
Wow.
Because I had a 9-to-5, right? Wow. So I was still going to work and I was just doing those things. Yeah. And I was also grateful to the company I used to work for because they allowed me to do that while I was working with them. There was even one of the big endorsement deals was from the company, and they told me, go and bring the person. Of course, they didn't pay me my they didn't pay me my percentage then because I was a worker, right? Yeah, I was their employee, but yeah. So, but I think when I started PR without 9-to-5 anymore was in 2020.
Wow. During
at
the
the
pandemic.
peak of the pandemic.
Wow.
God rests my former boss's soul, Martin Mabuto. I remember when he saw my resignation letter, he said that was a dumb move.
Wow.
Like, how could you resign during a pandemic?
I mean, people are looking for jobs. That's when people were like,
Exactly.
Job security was an issue then.
Yeah, and you have a stable job that was giving you a steady salary, and you now say, I want to start a business.
At the
peak of a pandemic. But at that point, I already made up my mind. And why did I make up my mind? I think Odion Igalo had just signed for Manchester United. And I just called him up. I said, let's do some things together. And he said, bring it on. And I spoke to... No, I didn't speak to them. They came looking for me. Bragging rights. So I
let them know.
Yeah, so Dito called me. I wanted to sign Odion. Glow called. They wanted to sign Odion.
Wow.
I think he also renewed with MultiChoice. And who facilitated all these deals?
Wow. All those big brands.
Nabila did.
Nabila.
In my bedroom. Yeah, during the pandemic. Wow. And so, yeah. So we got that done. And I think that was like a major break for me because the resources I got from those deals was what I used in setting up my office space because I knew that after the pandemic, I wasn't going back to work.
Any 9 to 5.
And I didn't want to work from home. Yeah, it's nice working from home, but I wanted, and I'm going to tell you this story, like if you get there, I wanted my own space. Because I lost a job when I was coming up, because I didn't have a boardroom.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I got my office space, the first thing I put together was a boardroom.
Was a boardroom, even before your personal office?
Before my personal office, I ordered boardroom everything. Like, come on, is it boardroom that is doing you people?
You will see it in full stack.
When you come to my office, I will tell them, wait for me in my boardroom.
I mean, and now your office is so beautiful in the heart of Lagos. Lekki. I cannot talk
I beg me, no, make a call look from you. Yeah, so, and again, now let me say, how this got more interesting. When I now started my office, guess who called me and gave me my biggest deal? My same boss that said that was a dumb move.
No, it was not a client.
He called me and said, you're our sister, so we have to help you. Wow. So, but I want to do a campaign. And that was the first time MultiChoice did their biggest campaign of signing 3 players at the same time for the new football season. And guess what? I had to get the top players then. And who were the top players then? Wilfred Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho from the Premier League, Leicester. I think they just won the FA Cup. And Senior Man was everywhere.
Of course,
Will was everywhere. They were popping. And guess what? If I tell you who the third person is, you'll be like, what? And the third person, Victor Osimhen.
Very own Victor. At that point, wow.
So I go way back with my
Way
boys, man.
back,
So
man.
it's
Way
not
back.
now when I see all these people doing chewing gumming with my people. We've been there from the beginning.
So let me
So
interject.
now
there.
let me
Okay.
now do my bragging rights. I gave Kelechi Iheanacho, Victor Osimhen, Wilfred Ndidi their first endorsement deal in Nigeria. And you can take this to the bank to withdraw some money.
You heard it here first on the podcast. First endorsement deal in Nigeria. That's huge because footballers don't do small.
So you can imagine, oh boy,
Wow.
my life changed after that time.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw a content where you talk about, senior man cutting soap for you because before
I was the
then,
first time.
yeah,
I was the first person.
he refused
senior.
to work with anybody.
He refused. The people could not crack the code, the PR code, with his
doctor.
yeah, with his team in the UK, because of course he's a global brand, right?
Yeah.
So he also has people managing him in the UK. Yes. So when people bring all these deals to him and they have to pass through the UK team, they run away.
Wow.
They don't hear back from them anymore because you're not working with Oyinbo no easy.
It's not.
Because by the time they want, you send the contract, which I know you and I have, we'll talk of
Please
somebody.
don't cast me.
Yeah, you send the contract and they look at the contract and they're like, what the hell is this? And by the time they start changing a lot of clauses on that contract, some people just disappear. But for me, I eat challenges like seafood, I love challenges. It's like my seafood.
Wow.
So when I got there and Kelechi actually told me that good luck with them.
Because he knew how difficult it was.
Yeah, he said good luck with them. And the first meeting with them, and we started exchanging emails. It was tough, but it was tough to Nabila. At some point, I was their favorite because we did a lot of deals together. After that time, but I did crack them. So that was the reason I was the first person Kelechi senior man cut that soap for. So I'm the one with the soap. So if anybody and now I cannot even cut the soap for anyone anymore.
Cut for me.
How can I cut for you?
Go.
Anything senior man, you have to pass through Nabila.
Normally.
Anything Wilfred, you come through Nabila. Anything Victor Osimhen and Nabila, they run
the entire football team, I mean, male and female, not just the people you mentioned. Everybody, because if you want to do PR in football and you're not talking to Nabila, be rest assured that you're talking to the wrong person. That's given.
I'm glad that you know this because it happened to you.
Yeah, I mean.
So right now, I don't even. The thing is, when we were starting, we used to pitch, we used to beg for work, but now they look for us.
No.
You have to make.
It's
the
your
call.
Industry already.
Yeah, you need to make the call, and we are not even bragging. We are just humble with our success.
Have two prominent questions. One, which is very profound for me, is that you mentioned how your boss sent you a message and said that's a dumb move, and then in the nearest future, he also reached out again to work with you, giving a very huge contract. How were you able to manage a text like that and the relationship like that, leading to him still saying, "Oh, that we're gonna help you do whatever," in the client's side, and also from your football clients? How are you able to manage the relationship? So it's because when people meet celebrity, they always want to ask for stuff, overdo. I mean, just teach us some of these ways to manage high-profile relationship.
With my boss then, God rest his soul, right? I know that everything he said to me was out of love. He was worried about me. During the pandemic, you leave your job. If I go hungry, I'll have to go back to him though. So maybe he's just trying to say, during this pandemic, I have a lot of people to feed too, so don't be one of them. So so I actually saw that from a place of love, not from him just saying, don't start your business. Then again, like I told you, I love challenges, and I think the only reason why I'm where I am today is because I just challenge myself at every given opportunity. So, and managing footballers or highly net worth individuals is not easy. And like I told you, you're managing ego, you're managing emotions, you're managing credibility, you're managing loyalty. And don't forget, these people, they don't trust easily. So you must have integrity. You must earn their trust.
Yes.
And I say to people, okay, we worked together, we were good together, and now you're on my purple couch,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We're still working together. We
Yes.
even have more projects
Definitely.
upcoming.
Yes.
Because I earned your trust and you also earned my
Yes,
trust.
exactly.
So, and it's the same thing with highly net worth individuals. They want people that will bring something to the table. They don't want liabilities. They want assets. And let me now I like do my bragging right thing. I don't know, maybe hashtag Nabila my bragging rights quote, right? I always say to people, I'm the only one for now that I know. Maybe someone else is out there. They can say their own. Me, I'm saying my own because I'm in my own studio, on my own podcast,
Yes.
talking about
On your purple
myself.
couch, exactly.
So, I mean, you people go to other people's podcasts to talk. But me, this is my own, so I can say whatever I want to say in my own podcast, right? I think I'm the only one that actually slide into the DMs of people just to change their lives.
Bam. Other ladies slide with other things, but you slide
I
into
slide
change.
into people's DM to change their lives.
Wow.
Because if I don't have your contact, and most of the way I get other people's contact is maybe talk to their colleague and, tell this person about me or give me their number or give them my numbers, just an introduction, right? But if I'm finding it difficult to reach a particular person and they're on Instagram, all I do is I just go into their DM. My name is Dr. Nabila Fash. I'm a PR consultant. I've worked with Odion Igalo, Joseph Yobo, Yakubu Ayegbeni, Echie Nacho, Wilfred Ndidi, Azizat Oshola, Victor Osime, and a client of mine is looking to work with you. How do we proceed with this conversation? And the next reply we get is, Nabila, Nabila, how are you? So they know of me before I even reach out to them. So, which is good. Reputation.
Yeah. Yes.
PR is also about reputation.
It is.
So they say, oh, Nabila, take my number. Or this is my manager's
Straight
number.
up.
And sometimes when they say, this is my manager's number, I'll be like, let's have a conversation first. Then we'll bring your manager in because I always have direct access. That's what I say to my client. I speak to the person directly.
Yes.
I don't do middlemen. So if you have a manager, respect to your manager, but let me have that direct contact with you. Then your manager can come in and and we can start like that. So
I would imagine that when a lady comes into your DM, it's all about every other thing. I don't know. But for you, you're making people a millionaire in dollars. So if you're an outlet and Nabila has not entered your DM, please work out.
Don't come into my DM because they have to look for you before I come looking for you.
So one very thing you mentioned about different brands, signing these people. I was speaking to a CEO recently, and he couldn't grasp his head around paying six figures in dollars to use the face of, an outlet or a celebrity for, his brand PR. What would you say to brands today on signing, an outlet or a celebrity? Does it work? Does it bring back return on investment? Is it a good move? Are they wasting their money? What would you say to business owners?
So this is how I eat, and you want me to say it's waste of money. It's very good.
Okay.
And there's return on investment on it. Signing like a footballer as a face of your brand. Come on now. Do you know how many million followers a footballer would have?
Yeah.
When I mean followers, it's not just on Instagram, because
the
people that know them are not even, the real fans are not even on Instagram.
Yes.
The streets.
Yes.
So that is you reaching a market, a target audience that you wouldn't even be able to use your regular TVC to penetrate.
Yes.
You might say, oh, I can't pay that kind of money because it's just for Nigeria market, it's the local market, blah, blah, blah. But think about it. That person is not only local, that person is international.
Yes.
So your brand is also going beyond borders. It's going across borders. Like different places. If this person, let's say this person plays in England, now people know your brand in England.
Yes.
People know your brand in different countries in Africa.
Yes.
How much do you think it will be worth for you to pay that person that you've just paid to reach all those people?
Even doing digital marketing and all of that, it cannot be compared.
If you do a big billboard right now and you put it in different places, at the airport, on the express, can you calculate the number of people that will see that billboard? If you have a TVC, do you know how many people that are watching TV and seeing it? Then when you, let's now talk of social media. You put the video on social media, you put a poster with the person's face. Let's now say the person is now the rave of the moment. Mama, you go cut me my check.
There you have it. If you own a business doing well in Nigeria and you want to exponentially grow your brand, you need to work with Nabila Fash. It's non-negotiable to grow your business, right? So if you're looking and having an endorsement deal with a football...
Please, sir. When you say you are trying to grow your business, you have to understand what we are talking about here. Somebody that is just trying to start cannot come and say footballer, because I do not want my DM being crowded. Somebody selling it. You should also remember that the footballer cannot wear wig. So don't come and be selling wig now and telling me, can your footballer help?
But all these Instagram vendors can afford it. I mean, that's the parallel around with fresh cars and all of the new cyber trucks and all of that. That means they can pay a footballer money, I think. I don't
it's
know.
not so okay now. Now, I like what you said. So, you know that it's not just about paying a footballer money. And so, a brand can bring $10 million to me right now, and my player can turn it down.
Wow.
Yeah, because it has to align with the footballer, right? With the vision, the brand itself.
So have you ever lost any deal like that where...
have I lost a deal, or have I
down,
walked out of a deal like that? A lot, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
With a lot of money on the table.
There was a time, right? And this even didn't have something to do with me. This had something to do with the footballer. It was just saying no to everything. And at that point, I said, this guy does not want me to be rich in my life. Like, why are we turning all these people down? Like, and you have to respect your client, right?
Yeah.
He was saying no to big money.
Wow.
And so you can't just say tomorrow, because you have money and you have one brand without integrity, or your brand is a Ponzi scheme. You will now say footballers should come and put their face on it. Hell no. So tomorrow you run away with people's money. Then who are they going to come for? Let's not forget that endorsement is about influencing. So you also need to be careful. So they said it's not every dog that barks that you answer, Abby.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. It's not everybody that dangles that money in your front that you will grab the money from. May God not allow us go to jail for some kind of money, you know. So yeah, so that's why I also say this profession, you must have integrity. Because without integrity, you will just be collecting people's money because you want to be rich. I said to people, I said, if I didn't have morals in this business, guy, I won't be here. You say this office nice. I will not be here. If I didn't have morals, believe me, maybe I will have a penthouse in Banana Island as my office. But I work with morals. The only thing I don't joke with, and everybody knows, is my percentage. Once the money drops, please just pay me my money, and we are good.
Straight up.
Yeah. But that I want to, do some funny things with the figures. It's not my thing. So it's not so for me, there are even people, before it gets to my players, sometimes it stops with me.
You already turned it
so
down.
they even don't know about some deals, because there are some deals I don't even bother taking to them, because I already know the answer. And that's why I say to you that PR is better than marketing. No, I can't say that loud. PR is better than marketing, because your credibility, emotions, you are their therapist, you are their lawyer, sometimes
into play.
You are their nurse. Did I tell you this story about one of the hardest period in my career. One of the biggest challenges
I
I've
would
faced
like to hear
in my
that.
career. Remember how we wanted to do that project, and everything was set,
Yes.
and
Production crew,
everything was logistics, everything
Yes.
paid for, and the hundreds of millions went into that project, right? Just for production. Then now I was in London at that time. This brand called me and they said, "Are you sure you guys are ready?" And I said, "Of course we're ready." They were like, "Oh, we want to buy the
Tickets.
ambassador's ticket right now."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, go ahead, buy it." That night they bought the ticket. The next day I had to even move my own ticket too, because I still had like maybe more days to spend in London, but I had to now like change my ticket. I moved it forward. Then my friend and I decided, oh, let's go to Paris for one day. We went to Paris, right? And this thing I'm telling you was so traumatic. We got to LV shop. She wanted to pick up a bag, right? We got to LV shop. And just when it was our turn to go in, I got a message from this player, from this ambassador, right? And he said, "I can't walk." How do you mean you can't walk? Like, wow. I froze. I think I still have a picture or something because my friend was doing paparazzi while we were there. Like, I froze.
Wow.
Like, I replied, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'm injured."
What?
And I just thought to myself, today is not even a match day.
How did you?
So how can you be injured? Like, and he sent me a picture of himself, like of his leg, and he said, "I can't even move. I can't walk."
Talk less of taking a flight down to Nigeria, where the brand has planned everything
paid
on set.
for everything.
Wow. So how did you?
At that point, I didn't know what to do. I swear to God, my everything in me just died.
Wow.
Because I was thinking in my head, how do I call the brand and tell them we have this? I know in the contract there's act of God, right? That you can't blame people when something happened that it's not your fault. But how do you say this? They kept asking, "Nabila, are you sure?" I said, "Yes, we are good to go." Yeah, and now this happened. Is this not village people?
Yeah, Pro Max.
Damn, we got into a view. They gave us champagne. So I know they worry me.
At that
point, I was telling myself, why am I even in Paris? I need to be back in London. Somehow, I managed to call the brand manager. And guess what? When I called her, and she picked up, and I told her, the next thing she said was, "Nabila, this is a prank, right?"
because
you can't be serious. Like, you can't be saying this. And I was like, it's not a prank. I think before calling the brand manager, I think I had to call my office, like call my manager to say something has happened. Though it doesn't happen like this because I always pray. I pray, God. She said, "Nabila, this has to be a prank." I said, "I wish, but it's not a prank." Wow. And I said, it's really bad. And now you go from thinking about the brand and the money, right? And you start thinking about the person, the individual. Himself. Because someone has told you they can't walk. And you're thinking of the money that they've paid. So where do you... so where do you actually meet in the middle. With this? Yeah. You the also represent the corporate, right? Yeah. And they are the ones that have spent that money. This person is also your person,
and he's
right?
A human being.
And he's human.
Something happened.
So you can't keep telling him, "Oh, because of the brand, they've paid." You can't have that conversation then.
Not wow.
So I sent, and the picture cannot go round then because you know how social media is. Yes. Nobody even knew this person was injured at that time. He wasn't out there. I happened to know about this injury because of what we were doing of the project, right? So I sent the picture to the brand manager and I said, "Please, it can't go round. So just look at it and send to your CEO just for them to see." So when they saw the picture, and that's where empathy also comes in, right? They saw the picture and they were like, this is bad. And they were like, well, how did it happen? I was like, he went for training. He has even finished training. Then I started describing the story he told me. And they were like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Let's call you back. But that let's call you back.
From an heartbroken place.
It was from a very heartbroken place. Yeah. And now you go back to that mother and human mood. So now I'm back to him and saying, what did the doctor say? And he's saying, I said, no, in Jesus' name. It is not bad. You will walk. God will walk.
Therapy 101.
1 month, like 2 weeks, you are walking in Jesus' name.
Wow.
You will do this. You start, like prophesy. You go prophesy, my brother. Prophesy to this leg to
Pastor,
move.
Mrs., doctor.
You become a pastor again at that point. And apart from that, you start following up. And now they're going
from an empathy point of view.
From an empathy place.
Not even say, I want to update
Not
the brand.
because,
No.
you know, money is on the line.
Yeah.
But I can always say to people, you don't have health and you're talking about money. It's the doctor that you will collect the money from you, you know. So as God we have it, because God is a faithful God,
Yes,
right?
he is.
So he called me 2 weeks later and said when he went for the last scan, it was good news. Of course, I told him, of course it has to be good news.
The 2 weeks you told him.
Yeah,
prophesy. Prophesy.
What do you mean it will not be good news? It's good news. And now I had to go back to the brand and we had to, reschedule, put a date. And for you to know how this was really serious, the club, his club had to send their physiotherapist to follow him to Nigeria.
Wow, during the trip.
The project. Just to make sure that nothing goes wrong, because he was under rehabilitation.
Yeah, we're just getting better.
So he should not even be flying, but he told them everything that happened with the project. He told them the real story. And of course, they too, they knew like he had to do it. And so they sent the club's physiotherapist to Nigeria with him. And guess what? That project was one of the most successful projects the company has ever done. Wow. So village people, they would try, but God wins all the time, you know.
That's an interesting story, because
you can imagine how I felt
at that particular time. Now you're saying it as a story,
now,
but
so to that time it was not a story. Guy, I was having palpitation. Guy, I'm sure if I had my blood pressure checked at that point, the thing would be over the roof, because the trip back to London that was supposed to be nice girls day trip in Paris. My friend Sophia was just the one consoling me now. When we sit, I would start thinking. She would say, Nabila, don't worry, God will do it. God has to do this. So I said, Sophia, it's like you don't understand. You don't understand many million. But now, when I want to talk of money, I will remember him again. Hey, God.
He has to be fine.
He has to be fine. He cannot have injury. So those are the challenges.
That's a very, very interesting life story. So you've heard it. It's not all bed and roses in the industry. There are some days where you will ask yourself, why am I even doing
who
this?
Sent me? You told yourself that a few weeks ago, right?
Like, who sent me? Like, why?
You ask yourself, who sent me? How much? I said, when you see the money, you'll be like,
more like because it's not about the money, right?
At that point, it's no longer about the money. When you have gone through some excruciating pain and stress.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask some side question that I think that's
Please be very careful when you're asking those questions.
How do you know?
No, I'm just saying it because just be very careful.
So quick question.
Let me not use.
So quick question. Just to know a few things about you. These are not official question.
What do you want to know about me?
So if you're not in PR, what else do you think you'll be doing?
I think I'll be a counselor. The way I like to advise people, but I don't even take my own advice. Maybe I will be a relationship expert without a relationship. Because believe me,
Coaches don't play.
Yeah, I think I will be a counselor or a coach, because I just like, making sure everyone around me is good. I just like fixing things, like fixing lives, fixing businesses, fixing stuff, So I think I'll be a counselor or a coach. Yeah.
Very interesting. So what's your go-to after a long week of stress? Like this particular story you shared now, after the production was successful, what was like your go-to? Ooh.
Buy a plane ticket, go back to London and just chill. Yes.
That's what's up. Buy a plane ticket.
It's not even just about traveling. It's more about like me knowing that I don't have to wake up and drive to the office and get stuck in traffic and maybe the generator goes off and I need to repair the generator. I need to, it's just having that calmness. Because for me, most of my trips are work trips, but it's just sanity.
Yeah.
Like just knowing that I can wake up in the morning, download, the internet is not giving me problem.
You're not in the four walls of this country.
I'm not stuck.
Your skin is skinning.
And my skin is actually skinning at that time. I can eat whatever I want without breaking the bank. And so, yeah. So that's what I do.
I mean, you've worked with a lot of brands. You mentioned some of them. Yeah, big brands, like big names that everybody in PR advertising look up to work with.
I'm going to look for my people.
But I'm sure that there's this one brand that you either have sympathy or empathy for, that you say, oh, I would like to do something for them.
A president. I didn't say the president. I said a president.
So could he be president of Rwanda?
Any president at all. It could even be a president of any industry, even maybe a president of a football club, a president of a country.
So you've heard it here. If you want to win election, come and talk to
I did not say that. I just, it's about branding now. It's about branding. And again, sometimes it just icks me.
True.
It icks me. Like, who wrote that speech?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
it can be better.
It can be
we
better.
We could do a better work.
Communications with the people. Like, because I'm on the other side, so I know better, right?
Yes, of course.
I'm with the people, right? Yeah. So when you communicate, I'm thinking, are you losing touch with the people or whoever wrote that speech? Like, are you not
connected
are you not one of the people? Like, why are you disconnected from them? So for me, I feel like if given the opportunity, the president can call me.
So president, call us.
Which president?
Which of any president? Call us. What's that one, should I say, character or attribute you believe every PR person or aspiring PR person must have? That one character. That's
one.
Yes.
You can have one. It's a combination of different characters to be a successful PR expert.
Okay.
But number one, you must have self-respect. Like you said, you're meeting with highly net worth individual and you don't respect yourself. You go fuck up now.
Definitely.
Maybe the way you talk or the way you carry yourself or your overzealousness will just make them feel like, I can't work with this person. You must have self-respect. You must be confident, because you are meeting, imagine now, I will now meet president and I'm saying, call me. President will now call me and I will not know what to say immediately. I tell people, attention span is only for 4 seconds. If you cannot get that person's attention within 4 seconds, you've already lost that pitch.
Wow.
And 4 seconds is 1, 2, 3, 4. You're listening to me, so I got your attention.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you must be confident. You must be loyal. People think a wise man during Oputa panel, and I'm just a young girl, during Oputa panel one time said, loyalty is not 99.9%. Loyalty is 100%. You can't say you're loyal to somebody and you are on a 99.9. It's not called, that's not loyalty.
It has to be 100.
So you have to be loyal, 100% loyal. You must have integrity. As you talk and make them meet them like that. You cannot come and be preaching something in front and what you are doing is different. It does not gel. So you must have integrity. You must also learn respect. And you must also learn how to bury your own ego.
Yes.
Because all of us do have pride. But imagine now representing someone that is so
Of course. I mean, the job demands it for them.
and you are now saying
You too, yeah.
you too, you have ego. So, so that's it.
Hope you're jotting all of these things down.
It's a masterclass and it's for free, man. And I wanted to charge money for this thing.
We will do that. So this conversation has been, mind blowing for even me myself. It has been eye opener for myself. But a few weeks ago, when we were on set, I think we met a particular young girl that had a lot of inspiration after meeting you, and she said she was even changing her masters to sports management because of when she heard your story.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that there are a lot of 20 to 28 years old ladies out there that look at you today and say, what's the playbook? How did you move from, the young girl to this stage in your career where you literally control an entire industry, right? So what would you say to that 25 years old lady that wants to be like you in the future? Is there a playbook? What's the playbook? What are the, pathways to becoming a successful Dr. Nabila?
So I think everybody has their own destiny. And that's why you see me, I always say it, on my lane. I'm always on my lane. The only reason why people have problem in this world is because they are never on their lane. Because someone is successful in this particular field does not mean you'll be successful in that field too. Yes. So number one, in anything you do, you must have passion for it. So for me, it's all about passion.
Yeah.
I started doing football because I was a crazy football fan, a fanatic at that matter. I was that girl that would travel all over the world just to watch football.
Wow.
At some point, my goal in life was to visit the whole stadium in the world.
Wow. That should be a Guinness Book of Record.
Yeah. At some point, some girls collect shoes. At some point, I was collecting jerseys. Yeah.
Are you serious?
So I can't tell you the number of jerseys I have.
Wow.
I say to people, you must be passionate about what you do. Without passion, you would fail. The only reason you will have a bad day at work and you won't quit and come back the next day is because you love what you do. Some people say it's because it pays your bills. And I say to people, like even people that work with me, my team, when you come for an interview, the first thing I say to you is, where do you see yourself in 2 years, in 5 years?
Yes.
I just want to, get into their head and see, the way they think. If I know that all you think about is salary, then you can't work with me. Because I want people that are really hungry, people that are passionate.
Passionate, yes.
Imagine that one night you and I had to get up in the middle of the night to go somewhere else, and it was when we got in the car that I remembered I was wearing a pajamas, right?
Yes.
It can only be passion that will make you do that.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, you know what? How much be this money now? Waiting happen. Yeah. So for me, and my advice to young girls that want to go into PR is go into the kind of PR you have a passion for.
About, yes.
Like me, I chose football because I love football.
Yes.
And I already had some kind of connection in football. I'm a KD girl, right?
Yes.
Born, bred, buttered in Kaduna, right?
Bam.
So I grew up in the era of the Celestine Babayaro, Daniel Omokachi, Tijani Babangida, Garba Lawal. I used to hang out
OGs.
I used to hang out with Omokachi then. Me and my cousin Tinu, we used to go have breakfast or lunch with Daniel then when we were just about 16 years old. Yeah. And so it was already there. The interest was already there. So when I went for my MBA, anytime I have a project, the only case study I'm using is football. So my prof had to call me one day and said, have you considered making a career out of your love for football? And I said, what will I do? And at the end, he said, you're good with integrated marketing and communications. So why don't you think of PR? And I said, PR in sports? Really? I've not heard of it before that time. So I said, okay. But I didn't even know how to start. But somehow it was more like even working for some of these players for free. If I told you that I've worked for free before, would you believe me?
Wow.
Like I would tell them, let me do your errands, let me do this for you for free, just because I wanted to be in that cycle, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to the first thing is know what you're good at, your passion. Me now, if me and you are watching football now, the way I would analyze and everything for you.
Like a coach.
Like a coach. So you now that because you are seeing, they represent Osime, they represent Kelechi. Tomorrow you will now say you want to do PR in football, and you don't like football. You can't even watch football. When you watch football, you are only looking at the fine boys.
Yeah.
It's not by fine face. So.
Well, a lot of people have to catch that sub.
Yes, so it's not by fine face. So like you must get into that room, facing the CEO. And, you know, telling them why they should sign this person. It's not enough to be popular, I say to people. You might have the followership, but you don't have influence.
Yes.
Some of us are not even built to be business owners.
True.
So you can be a PR person within your organization. You can start like that, because I started like that.
Wow.
Even while I already had my network and everything, at some point
you still worked.
Like someone told me one time, Nabila, give your life a shape. So I had to go back to 9 to 5, and that was when I went to multi-choice.
Wow.
And my standard of working is because of those experiences I've gotten working with multinationals. Wow. And of course, I also trained in the UK as an account assistant, not even executive. I did intern. No. I interned with one of the best PR company. Wow. And I even told them, don't pay me, I just want to learn. But how many people now will tell you, don't pay me, I just want to learn? Everybody is thinking of their next $1 billion deal. So, and again, just forget about the money, because at some point the money will come.
Yes.
Build a name, a reputation for yourself. So that's why I say we don't chase jobs anymore. The job will come to us, because when you carry our work somewhere, you will not do it. The people will say, go back to who owns this job. So we'll come and collect our work back from you.
As it has been, as it should be. Like, I've learned a lot from having this conversation with you, Doctor. Thank you so much for, spending this time with me. Just don't watch this once. Watch it again and again.
Wait,
to learn.
Are you trying to close my own show for me?
I'm not trying to close. I'm just saying thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'm the PR person. I told you, with PR we have control.
Let's go.
All this time that you are just asking me something, you don't know that my body was like, why is it making me feel as if I'm the one that is marketing professional? So guys, Yemi did a fantastic job, I must say, but he can't do a better job than me. Oh, Yemi, you know you're a marketing professional.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure you don't want a better job? I can actually pay you better to be the host of MyPurpleCouch.
Oh yeah, give me the offer online. Let everybody hear the offer. Make I resign. No.
But you get your own company. All the people where they work for you, all your staff.
We are bringing all of them for you. Don't worry. We are working for you now. Not the way we did do.
Yemi, thank you for honoring this invitation. Thank you for taking my seat. Thank you for. I
tried to fill in, but
you did a very good job, and I'm so proud of you. The work you've been doing, people.
Thank you so
Yemi
much.
is the best marketing professional. He's smart. He's young. You have your marketing campaigns. Yemi is the right plug for you. Like I will always plug you in, and forget all the banters. When PR and marketing comes together, that's litter. That's power. That's success. So and we do work together. So imagine, and very soon you will see the magic we've created. Not MyPurpleCouch. We mean real life project. So guys, thank you for watching. Wherever you're watching from, please subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, stay purposeful.